Have you ever stopped to think about how that bargain top even got to the shop floor? We're buying more clothes than ever before, but we're wearing them less. It's a cycle called fast fashion, and it's created a mountain of problems. Every year, millions of tons of textiles end up in landfill. Many of these clothes have barely been worn. They're designed to be cheap, trendy, and ultimately disposable. This throwaway culture means our planet is paying a massive price for our fashion habits. The sheer volume of waste is staggering, choking our environment with clothes we decided we were done with after just a few wears. It's an out-of-sight, out-of-mind problem that we can no longer afford to ignore. It's not just the waste, though. It's what goes into making these clothes in the first place. To get those bright colors and soft fabrics so cheaply, a lot of harsh chemicals are used. Think about the dyes that give a pair of jeans their classic blue look. These chemicals often end up polluting rivers and streams in the countries where the clothes are made. This harms wildlife and can be devastating for the local communities who rely on that water for drinking and farming. We're essentially exporting our environmental damage hidden away in the supply chains of the brands we see on every high street. It's a toxic process from start to finish. And then there's the human cost. To keep prices incredibly low, something has to give. And too often, it's the people making the clothes who suffer. We've all seen the headlines about factory collapses and unsafe working conditions. Garment workers, mostly women, are often paid wages that are impossible to live on. They work long hours in dangerous environments, all so we can buy a new outfit for a night out without thinking twice. When you pick up a t-shirt that costs less than a cup of coffee, it's worth asking who is really paying the price for that bargain. It's a system built on exploitation. So, sustainable fashion is the answer. It's a movement that pushes back against this broken model. It's about more than just using better materials. It's a whole new way of thinking about our relationship with clothes. Sustainable fashion champions quality over quantity. It promotes clothes that are made to last, both in terms of style and durability. It asks us to slow down, to consider where our clothes come from, who made them, and what will happen to them when we're finished with them. It's about creating a wardrobe that is not only stylish but also kind to the planet and its people. The heart of sustainable fashion lies in the materials. Choosing the right fabrics can make a huge difference. Let's talk about organic cotton. Unlike conventional cotton, which uses a massive amount of pesticides, organic cotton is grown without these harmful chemicals. This is better for the soil, the water, and the health of the farmers. Then there's hemp, a brilliant plant that grows quickly, needs very little water, and naturally enriches the soil it grows in. Recycled polyester is another clever one. It takes plastic bottles, something we have far too much of, and spins them into new fabric, keeping them out of our oceans and landfills. But it's not enough for the materials to be green. The people making the clothes need to be treated fairly. This is where things like fair trade certifications come in. When you see a fair trade label, it means the workers who made that garment were paid a fair wage and work in safe conditions. It's about ensuring basic human rights are respected throughout the supply chain. Another key idea is transparency. Brands that are truly sustainable aren't afraid to show you how their clothes are made. They'll tell you which factories they work with and what they're doing to improve. It's about honesty and accountability, not hiding behind vague promises. The first step to building a sustainable wardrobe is to look at what you already own. Most of us have clothes crammed into our closets that we haven't worn in years. Take everything out and be honest with yourself. What do you actually love and wear all the time? What can be repaired or altered? By doing a wardrobe audit, you can see what you truly need versus what you just buy on impulse. This simple act helps you appreciate the clothes you have and identify the real gaps. You might find you have 10 black jumpers but no decent coat. It's about being intentional. Once you know what you need, focus on finding timeless, high-quality pieces. Forget the fleeting trends that will look dated in 6 months. Think about classic styles that you can wear for years to come. A well-made trench coat, a perfect pair of jeans, a simple white shirt. These are the building blocks of a great wardrobe. Investing a bit more in a piece that is made to last will save you money in the long run, as you won't have to replace it season after season. It's about choosing clothes that will stand the test of time, becoming old friends rather than one-night stands. One of the most sustainable things you can do is not buy new at all. The secondhand market is booming, and for good reason. It's a treasure trove of unique finds and a brilliant way to give clothes a second life. Apps like Depop, Vinted, and ThredUp have made it easier than ever to buy and sell pre-loved clothing right from your phone. You can find everything from high street bargains to designer vintage. Charity shops are also fantastic places to hunt for gems. Shopping secondhand reduces the demand for new production and keeps perfectly good clothes out of landfill. It's a win-win for your wallet and the planet. Of course, sometimes you do need to buy something new. When you do, try to support brands that are genuinely committed to doing things better. It can be tricky to know who to trust, as many companies use vague terms like eco-friendly or conscious to sound good. This is called greenwashing. Look for brands that are transparent about their practices. Do they name their factories? Do they have clear information on their website about the materials they use and their environmental goals? The brands that are truly making an effort will be proud to share the details with you, making it easier to make an informed choice. To help cut through the noise, get familiar with eco-labels and certifications. These are like a stamp of approval from an independent organization. Look for labels like GOTS, which certifies that a textile is truly organic from harvesting to manufacturing. The Fair Trade mark, as we've mentioned, guarantees fair treatment for workers. OECOTEX is another good one to know. It certifies that a fabric has been tested for harmful substances. Learning to spot these logos on a clothing tag can give you confidence that you're making a genuinely better choice, helping you navigate the complex world of fashion with more clarity. Ultimately, shopping smarter is about changing your mindset. It's about moving away from impulse buys and retail therapy. Before you buy something, ask yourself a few questions. Do I really need this? Will I wear it at least 30 times? Does it go with other things in my wardrobe? Taking a moment to pause and reflect can stop you from making purchases you'll later regret. It's about being a conscious consumer, not just a passive one. Every pound you spend is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in, so make it count for something positive. Your responsibility doesn't end when you bring a new piece of clothing home. How you care for your clothes has a massive impact on how long they last and on their environmental footprint. A huge amount of the energy used during a garment's life cycle comes from washing and drying it. One of the easiest changes you can make is to wash your clothes in cold water. Modern detergents are designed to work just as effectively at 30 degrees or even lower. This simple switch saves a surprising amount of energy, which is better for the planet and will also lower your electricity bills. It's a small change with a big impact. Another simple but effective tip is to ditch the tumble dryer whenever you can. Tumble dryers use an enormous amount of energy and can also be harsh on fabrics, causing them to shrink or wear out faster. Instead, let your clothes air dry. Hang them on a washing line outside on a sunny day or on an indoor clothes horse. Your clothes will last longer and you'll be saving energy and money. It might take a little more time, but the benefits are well worth it. It's a gentler approach that respects the fibers of your clothes, helping them keep their shape and quality for years. What do you do when a button falls off or a seam comes undone? In our throwaway culture, the common response is to get rid of the item. But learning a few basic mending skills can be revolutionary. Sewing on a button, patching a small hole, or fixing a hem are simple tasks that can extend the life of your favorite clothes indefinitely. There are thousands of free tutorials online that can teach you how. Embracing repair is a powerful act of defiance against fast fashion. It transforms you from a passive consumer into an active participant in the life of your wardrobe, fostering a deeper connection with your belongings. By adopting these habits, choosing sustainable materials, shopping secondhand, and caring for what you own, you are making a real difference. Each conscious decision sends a message to the fashion industry that we demand better. It tells them we want clothes that are made with respect for both people and the planet. Building an eco-friendly wardrobe isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking small, meaningful steps towards a more sustainable future. Your clothes should tell a story you are proud of, one of style, quality, and compassion. And that is a beautiful thing.